Greetings, YouTube. Happy Friday. We know it's Friday because the Winter Soldier and Falcon bundles have appeared, and that is also, of course, not coincidentally, the day that the new episode comes out each week. And it's interesting because when we first started reviewing these offers, it just made zero sense. Why would you want to go after, especially Winter Soldier? Falcon has been buffed, and I've seen some incredible rank 2 and even rank 3 6-star Falcon gameplay submitted to the channel in the past month or so. But it still seemed like a really bad idea to invest in those crystals. And then in the last 24 hours, we have seen a preview and then a reality and then even back compensation for the now buffed Cavalier crystals. So that is the main focus of today's video, but I did want to mention, because why make two videos when you can make one video, that these 3 to 5 star crystals, I have heard reports that the 3 to 5 star version of the polished crystal is appearing on new accounts. We're talking about new accounts that are like level 15 have a chance to purchase Grandmaster crystals, which is truly incredible because I don't care if you get all 3 stars. A lot of these new accounts that I'm hearing from, their best champions are 2 stars. And so I don't care if you get a 3-star group. It's a game changer. Now, is it a glitch? Is it an accident? Probably. But a couple people were worried if they bought one that it would be returned. And I just can't see Kabam telling level 10, level 15, level 12 summoners that have access to Grandmaster crystals for whatever reason that they should return them when their goal is for them to progress to hopefully become uncollected and above and eventually give them more money. So, if anything, it's a free, amazing gift to you all. But the bigger question and the main focus of this video is now with the new drop rates, what's the value of this bundle? Now, I will say, given that Falcon and the Winter Soldier are older champions, I still think that you should be able to get 3 for the price of 2. AKA, I wish you could get 3 Red Wing or 3 Mission Report crystals for $20. That at least, if you're thinking about it from a cash perspective, 300 units is about $10. And so that at least gives you a free bonus crystal for spending the cash, not spending units. Plus you get a little bit of 6-star shards. I mean, 300 is pretty pathetic. I think this should be a minimum of 1,000 personally, but Kabam is reluctant to do that. And to change it, I think this should be 1,000 for these and then 2,000 6-star shards for the early access bundles, but Kabam thinks that'll break the game for some reason. And 130% boost is pretty retail price. But now we know that really Falcon and Winter Soldier are not really what this is about. This is about landing on at least 1 5-star. Ideally, of course, in a dream world, a 6-star. And if you were to get a 5-star Nexus from this batch of 3 for $25, I'd say that's a much better price than Kabam is charging even Cavalier players, though I don't know how many of them would buy a 5-star Nexus at this point. And so here's where I'm going to rank in terms of these offers now that they've been buffed. Because, as you can see, uncollected players have access to these. And these are Cavalier crystals. If you're Cavalier or if you are Thronebreaker, certainly, these are probably still a D to F value for you unless you're just super bored and want to open some crystals and don't mind spending cash. But of course, I, being a arena grinder that I am, would rather spend units on crystals versus cash. But in terms of Uncollected, I will say this with a disclaimer that I still think the best thing Uncollected players can do is take the $25 or the $50 or however much you're going to spend on this and just use it for revives and push to actually have better progression, push the content to actually get to become Cavalier. Now, there's a big difference between pushing for Uncollected to become Cavalier than there is to be pushing Cavalier to become Thronebreaker, because it's fairly feasible, depending on your roster. I've seen a lot of people do it with boosts and revives to become Cavalier from Uncollected, but becoming Thronebreaker, not just because of the Act 6 completion, but especially because of the rank 3 6-star, in which you will essentially, the only way you can guarantee yourself a fully formed Tier 5 class Catalyst is if you do one completion run, even the quote-unquote easy run, which is not easy by any means, of the Abyss. That's hard to do. So I will say, if you're Uncollected, I would give this a C+ to B-, but everybody else, it's at best a D. Thronebreaker probably an F. If they had lowered the price even by $5 American to $19.99 and upped the 6-star shard count by at least 200 minimum, but ideally 700, I could think about making this maybe a solid B grade. But without that, there's just still too much of a gamble, because as nice as it is to buff drop rates, you know what hasn't changed? Yeah, we're talking about still the chance of getting 3 stars. A 4 out of 10 shot still at a 3-star. And if you're spending $25 on 2 3-stars, and if it's a 2 3-stars and a 4-star, for example, you really got ripped off. So still the Marvel Casino of Champions, but this is a much better value for those of you who are uncollected. So please keep that in mind going forward when these offers not only continue to appear this weekend, but in future weekends, as the pattern has suggested from the marketing team that they will.